The problem really was people can't really find good knives anymore. Either they buy a knife that is really inferior or they don't take care of the knives that they already have. Art usually starts within someone's head, and then it's conceptualized and actually brought to reality. This guy is an American knife maker. His name is Jeff Fader. He's also a painter and a sculptor, right? So what he does is that he draws and he paints all of his knives before they're made. He even sells prints of his knife painting. So he has inspired me in the way how I craft my knives and the colors that I use and the different types of knife styles that I make. Well, success for me definitely has to deal with the people that are around me, because I don't believe success belongs to one person. Nobody got successful all by themselves. So success for me is when you've gotten to a point where the people around you are happy, as well as naturally you are happy as well. And success for me is also the ability to live free, make any decision you want to make, that benefits you. My style has changed a bit. I've been experimenting with different materials. I've been using a blend of synthetic and natural materials, as compared to in the beginning where I was only using strictly natural materials, because that's it was all that was available at the time, and two, it was all I could afford at the time. So now, seeing that I've been able to invest into getting better materials and better equipment, my style definitely has changed. Now I'm going with a more I love curves. I like to incorporate curves as well as straight lines into my knives, and in some of my knives I incorporate both curves and straight lines into the designs, compared to back then where I was only using strictly straight lines. I was keeping things simple and playing it safe, but now I'm more risky. I take more risks with my designs and try to experiment as much as possible. I'm the same inspiration that I had in the beginning. I still have the same inspirations now. It's mainly just the love of working with my hands, as well as the love of or the need for creating a niche. I'm mostly interested in creating a niche right now where I supply solely handmade kitchen items, ranging from aprons to cutting boards to chopsticks to handmade knives. Currently, my main customer base is individuals. Actually, less chefs and more mainly people who appreciate the arts. Not much businesses. It's mainly just people who have an eye or a level of appreciation for the arts. Well, it all depends on the volume of work. Typically, with commission pieces can take anywhere between a month to a year, depending on order volume and other factors. But on average, the average custom order is usually completed within 2 to 3 months. So the name Karma, before I actually came to that name, I was thinking of something cool or something interesting, but I really got to the meat of the matter and really got to the root of the problem. Because the problem really was people can't really find good knives anymore. Either they buy a knife that is really inferior or they don't take care of the knives that they already have. So the term karma really means what goes around comes around. So I believe that if you take care of your knife and you invest in a good knife, then that knife should perform, how you want it to perform, when you want it to perform. So that's really the idea behind the name Karma Knives. I have a network of artists. I could list them out. So I have Mark, what's my last name again? Mark Newman from Etch It, Cut It, Carve It. He makes, CNC work. He does all sort of fabrication and work like that. And then there's also Woodman 876, who does the similar CNC type of work and fabrication. And then there's Kingston Woodworks. So that's kind of my little clique of creatives that I usually turn to for inspiration or advice or even just to vent. Right? And yeah, I try to keep them close because they're very resourceful and we pretty much just help out each other. I would say my lowest low was my lowest low. I'd say my lowest low was just feeling like, as creatives, sometimes it's not as so people oftentimes think we just ooze creativity and we get up every day and we're always highly motivated and just ready to take on the world. But really and truly, it's not always like that. Sometimes we have problems finding that motivation to actually do what we love to do. So I'd say my lowest lows is definitely being unmotivated to do. Can I say that? I'd say a position where it feels like you have a creative block. That's definitely my lowest lows. Sometimes when you even question, does this even make sense? Do I even want to continue doing this? That would definitely be my lowest lows. And my highest highs has definitely been the satisfaction you get when customers actually receive their knives and they're like, oh, I love this, or it was worth the wait. Or one of my highest highs would definitely be being featured in Indulge magazine. This is one of the top Caribbean food magazines, and I was honored to be featured in that magazine, amongst other articles. So I've had some lows, but I've also had some highs, so it balances out at the end of the day. My dream for my business is to have a storefront where, products and people, just an atmosphere for creatives and people who appreciate a different side of art, just to come and have a good time and enjoy something different. So you can find me on Instagram at karma_knives, or mainly Instagram or Facebook. So you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at karma_knives.